They act like they hate each other, but sleep cuddled up an hour later.
뭐예요? 뭐閉めないよ. 아! 叩かれたからって.
No, ¿eh?
I don't know.
Crowley!
Wait, is this dog trying out for the national team?
Her greed sickens me.
That's not just a tail wag, that's a whole attitude. Just a bunch of cuties out for a swim.
Hi. Hello.
I thought they were supposed to be enemies. This is too cute. When you're trying to chill, but your cat has other plans. studying harder than I ever did.
Cat, stop.
Dear my beloved audiences, today I want to tell you a story which is called Ekko of the Mountains. In a remote village of Langford, nestled between the blue peaks of the Appalachian Mountains, there lived a border collie named Ekko. His black and white coat shimmered in the sunlight, and his eyes were unusually intelligent, always scanning, always listening. Ekko belonged to Jacob Lorne, a retired forest ranger who had lived in Langford for over 30 years. Every morning, Ekko would accompany Jacob on his long walks through the forest, weaving through trees, chasing squirrels, and returning only when Jacob whistled. The villagers often joked that Ekko knew the mountains better than any human ever could. One morning, Ekko returned alone. His fur was damp, his legs scratched, and around his neck was something strange, a piece of torn fabric stained with dirt and dried blood. Ekko barked wildly at Jacob, tugging at his sleeve, then ran a few feet toward the woods, turned, and barked again. Jacob frowned. "Someone's out there, isn't there, boy?" Ekko barked once, sharply. Jacob grabbed his coat, his emergency pack, and his old ranger radio. The weather forecast warned of an incoming storm. But Jacob knew one thing for sure. Ekko had never come home without him unless something or someone was in trouble. The storm came faster than expected. Rain lashed against the trees, and wind howled like a pack of wolves. Jacob and Ekko pushed deeper into the forest, climbing higher into the mountains, following paths that only Ekko could see. After 2 hours, Jacob's radio crackled to life. "Anyone reading this? Lost near Gray's Ledge. Hurt. No food. Coordinates unknown. Please help." The voice was faint, broken by static, but clear enough. Someone was out there. Lost. Injured. And Ekko had found their trail. Night fell fast. Jacob's flashlight struggled against the rain, but Ekko never slowed. He leapt over rocks, darted through shadows, his body moving with one purpose. Finally, at the edge of a narrow ridge, he stopped and let out a long, mournful howl. There, beneath a fallen pine tree, was a girl, maybe 17, with a twisted ankle, soaked clothes, and a look of utter relief. "I heard your dog," she whispered as Jacob knelt beside her. "He kept barking. I didn't think anyone would find me." Her name was Clara. She'd gone hiking alone, lost her footing during the storm, and had been stranded for almost a day. Her phone had died hours ago. She had no food, no shelter, and no hope. Until Ekko came. Back in Langford, the storm passed, but the story of Ekko's rescue spread like wildfire. Local news called him a hero. Children drew pictures of him and taped them to the schoolhouse windows. Hikers left treats at Jacob's gate, and Clara's parents, overjoyed and teary-eyed, came to thank him personally. But every time someone tried to pet Ekko, he would sit still, polite but distant, his eyes always scanning the horizon. 2 weeks later, Ekko disappeared. He left before sunrise. No signs of struggle, no trail. Just gone. Jacob searched for days, called every ranger post, every cabin. But there was nothing. Some said Ekko had gone wild, returned to the forest he loved. Others whispered that he was no ordinary dog, that he was the spirit of the mountain itself, choosing when to appear and when to vanish. Months passed. Then, during a particularly cold winter night, a knock came on Jacob's door. A boy no older than 10 stood there with his parents. He was shivering, but his eyes were wide with excitement. "We were lost," the father said. "Our car skidded off the road into a ravine. We thought we'd freeze. But this dog showed up, led us to the highway. He even barked until a trucker stopped to help." The boy pointed to the forest. He had one blue eye and one brown, just like Ekko. Jacob smiled, a tear forming in his eye. He looked out into the snow-covered trees and whispered, "Good boy." Wherever he was, Ekko was still watching, still listening, and still saving lives. If you like this video, please leave a like and a subscribe. It will really help our channel grow. But if you don't like it, then just skip it, and don't forget to check out our other videos. Thank you very much, and goodbye.